Back. My next guest. My next guest is best known for his work with Stifler's mom in the American Pie movies. He's now starring on the WB show Off Center, and starting May 19th, he can be seen in the off-Broadway show Smelling a Rat. Please welcome Eddie Kaye Thomas. You know what's nice is, I don't even know if our viewers are aware, but 5-6 years ago, you shot a couple of sketches for us just as an actor. This is before you were famous.
I was your and Andy's son.
That's right, in a sketch.
Yeah, this isn't my first time here. I was your estranged son from college.
Right.
And that wasn't the only one. I actually got some nookie here.
That's what we try to do for the young people.
Yeah, Conan hooked me up. The anniversary of the moon landing.
Yeah.
For some reason, you had a bunch of people making out, and...
some sketch that probably made no sense.
Basically, it was you got no nookie, and everyone else did.
That's how the joke usually tends to go on this show. Yeah. And I have to talk to someone about that, but anyway.
Right, and I was like 13, and I was really nervous. Really nervous about it, and I didn't know if I was really supposed to kiss this girl.
Who was the girl that we got? Was she your age?
No, she was like 20-something. Yeah, and I was like 13, and I didn't know, and I remembered it was over there, and they were like, all right, start making out, and I started kissing her shoulder. Because you don't want to go in and just be like, hey.
Yeah. Who goes in like that? Hey, baby, it's go time. Actually, that's how I go in, yeah.
Well, that might work. So I start kissing her shoulder, and Steve, your wonderful director, just yells out, would you kiss her? It made me feel like a complete schmuck, so.
Yeah. I'm sorry that we probably traumatized you forever, yeah.
But then you had me back a few times. It made me feel real good.
Oh, that's good. Now, well, now you're doing very well. Does it bother you at all that I'm sure you're going to achieve great things in your career, but there's going to be a certain population of people that will always know you as the guy who got Stifler's mom?
Yeah.
And is that...
you know what? Honestly, it could sound corny, but it's pretty cool to know that you made people laugh. You know,
right,
honestly,
right.
And people really seem to love it. And I mean, the interesting thing is, I never really touched her on camera.
Right.
It was all implied, because there was like, I was 17 when I shot it, so there was a law that we couldn't actually touch. So people come up to me and they're like, how is Stifler's mom? And I'm like, I really wouldn't know. I made orgasm sounds in a sound booth. And
you could try lying and just be like, man, it was amazing. You know? And then get a free drink out of it.
Yeah. I've tried a few different answers, but no, it's cool, man. People love it. So.
Now, you once took a class in tantric sex, is that right, to prepare for shooting American Pie movies?
I guess American Pie being as serious and deep of a movie as it is,
right. You wanted to prepare as an actor.
Well, no, they sent me. They were like, you really got to know about this tantra stuff. So I was like, what is it? They're like, it's a sex workshop.
Right.
I'll go.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
And so I go to this place in Santa Monica. I drive out there in LA, and it's a bunch of middle-aged couples, and above middle-aged.
Right.
It's those kind of things you see on HBO occasionally, like the sex workshops to spice up your life.
Right.
Maybe you've been, I don't know.
Yes.
And
I've been. No, he's not kidding. I need help, and I've been asked to spread my knowledge. You know?
Right. So it's basically a 2-day tantric workshop where they just teach you, and they start you off by getting really relaxed. So they're like, get a partner and sit right in front of them and tell them your biggest sexual fantasy and your biggest sexual fear.
Right.
I get 350-pound Mary from Orange County, and she's telling me this stuff.
How old is she?
She was in her 50s, at least.
Right.
And I know a lot about Mary, and...
she told you, and you told her.
And I gotta say, when in Rome,
yeah.
You know, I told her a few things.
Right.
So they start off with that, and then by the end of the day, you're literally on the ground, breathing deeply, holding your crotch, kind of, you know?
Don't do that.
I'm sorry, I don't know. So you're doing that.
Yeah.
You're breathing and you're moaning. And basically the idea is you take the sexual energy here
Right.
and try to spread it throughout your body.
You want to move that energy other places?
Well, that's the idea, is that you have a complete body orgasm.
Where do you want to move it to? Do you want to spread it evenly, or like put it all like up here someplace?
This lady was saying she's had, the teacher was saying she's had orgasms in her fingers and her toes. And so, well, there's no actual sex going. This is true stuff.
What do you have an orgasm in your fingers? What is that? How do you type? You know?
Well,
I don't know how that works.
Well, the end of my day, it worked.
It worked.
You get these kind of heat sensations going.
Okay.
And I had kind of worked it up my body.
Right.
And I didn't have like an all-out orgasm, but I felt this basically explosion of heat in my head. Yeah. And I call up a buddy afterwards. He's like, "How was the workshop?" I was like, "It was great. I had an orgasm in my face." I mean, no, I had it, so.
And then he misunderstood.
Yeah, he misunderstood a bit.
Oh, man. Well, Off Center airs Sunday nights at 9:30 on the WB. I'm going to take this class. And starting May 19th, Eddie's in Smelling a Rat at the Samuel Beckett Theater right here in New York City. Sincerely, though, we're very proud of you. We're really glad that you've had such good fortune, and you deserve it. Thank you for
very
doing
much.
it. All right. Eddie Kaye Thomas. We'll be right back. Ben Queller's here. Stick around.
Today, when a small business
form your backyard. Make your house a home with the special touches you'll find at Ross. Ross, much more than low prices.
What the hell was that?
Whatever it is, somebody has to stop it.
On May 3rd,
With great power comes great responsibility.
the entire world will be united
I will always be there for you.
by a single thread of hope. Spider-Man, rated PG-13, in theaters everywhere, May 3rd.
This Saturday at the Oak Mill, it's America's greatest two-day markdown sale. We've drastically marked down everything store-wide. Bedrooms, dining rooms, china cabinets, entertainment centers, computer and office furniture. Unheard of savings plus no down payment and no interest till 2003. Saturday, 9 hours only.
The Oak Mill. Oh, the Oak Mill gives you oak at prices oh so right.
Truck buyers look for power, dependability, and constantly keep an eye out for something better. It's time to trade up to Toyota quality. For a limited time, get $2,000 cash back on a new 2002 V8 Tundra, the highest-rated pickup ever tested by the Insurance Institute for highway safety. Don't miss Toyota Truck and SUV Month. See your North Texas Toyota dealer before April 30th and get $2,000 cash back on your new Tundra.